don't know the background, you don't know the form, you just get up and you've got to play your own game. I mean, I suggest anybody that's playing darts to play their own game anyway.
25, could you throw again, please, with Michael
But
for the ball.
when John gets this rocking motion in sync, he can hit this treble 20. He really is a good player, and I have to say, I know we say it about a lot of the players, most of the players, what a nice guy, but this is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life. He had a little bit of a problem last year when he was, you know, he had a lot of back, well, he had a lot of back problem which was affecting his game of darts, and I know he won't like me for saying it, but you know, I've actually seen him in tears. He was so frustrated, and it's so nice to see him come out of it. You know, he worked hard. He's got his back sorted out, and I won't go into the reason how he's got his back sorted out.
Also a 25, throw again, please.
He sleeps different, and it's taken the pressure off the lower back, and really has. Well, he's a different player over it. And we'll see John here. You watch this rocking motion. He sits back and then he comes forward.
Also a 25, you throw again, please.
Not the textbook stance, but it certainly works.
Yep, and we're just taking a little while to sort out the nearest the ball here to see who throws first to get us underway.
25.
They're consistent on the 25s, these two at the moment, that's for sure.
Just outside the 25, so John will throw first in the match. First leg, John to throw first. Game on.
But Hendo has it to get us underway here on this Friday night at the Salzburg Arena. The Austrian Open being streamed live for you right the way through the weekend up until the final on Sunday night.
30.
Well, I'm sure our fellas backstage who do all this filming for us will give me a close-up of John's flights next time he throws. And you can see he hasn't changed his flights for a little while. He's absolutely smashed them to pieces. Now, again, as Rasztovits follows the 140, I wouldn't suggest you do this. New flights are a lot smaller than the big flights. We can see all the chunks out of the top of those flights. Look at them, they've been absolutely mullered. He's been practicing all afternoon. And of course, every time the dart goes in with the point and the barrel, it clips them flights and actually makes the end of it a little bit thicker than it should do.
They do look the really thick, old-style flights, don't they?
John, you require 81.
Keeping it old school, but a chance for an early lead here. Double 12. For Henderson,
57.
But he's got a bit of time with Michael back on 293.
Well, a good strong leg off the bat for Henderson.
46.
Just needs to. He's got plenty of time, but it doesn't matter if you've got plenty of time. You always want to knock up the double pretty cute, get a good leg on the board. Well, come off the flights, come off them chunky flights, and it's in. And that's exactly what it's done.
John Henderson.
A good 15 dart leg for John Henderson. Could have been an 11, but 15, only a little bit of a wry smile because he knows that if they hadn't have hit the flights, he'd have probably been 1.5 inches outside the double there.
140.
We did see John have a good run in the last European Tour event over Easter in Berlin, where he made it to the quarter-finals.
Well, there we have the flights, Mike. That was a close-up of the flights, and they have been absolutely mullered. I think I'll give John a couple of euros to buy a new set. The thing is with dart players, if he'd have been practicing well in that backstage, some people don't want to change anything.
I was going to say, maybe there's a bit of superstition attached to it.
Absolutely.
135.
Well, as I said, it's the first time we've seen Rasztovits on this screen, but he don't look a bad player. Got a good throw.
123. Michael, you require 161.
No, he's only thrown 9 darts. It's a good throw.
$87. John, you require 143. 87. Michael, you require 74.
Well, you get the feeling that he's got to take this out. Well, he's gone for the 54, the double 10 route. That leaves double top, 34 scored. Just a little bit low, a little bit tense. So a big chance here for John Henderson to break the throw. And this will be a tidy leg. It'll be under 15 darts, maybe 14. Needs to come down a ½ inch. Oh,
16.
and he goes above it.
Michael, you require 20.
Well, another chance then for Michael to get a leg on the
Shot
board.
second leg. Michael Rasztovits.
And that may just
Third leg, it's John to throw
ease
first.
any nerves
Game on.
the Austrian has. We did see Michael in the European Tour event last year. The Dutch Masters he took part in. Was beaten in the first round by Mervyn King.
65.
He also went to Q school at the start of the year to attempt to get his tour card.
60.
Well, we had 318 people at players at Q School in Wigan at the beginning of January, expecting a lot more come this January. Especially now we've got the Challenge and Youth Tours going. We've got a nice stepping stone for people to come through as Henderson puts in the first maximum of the match.
$140. $137.
On all three legs, Henderson's been on a 2-dart finish after 12 darts. And Michael Rasztovits is with him all the way, so pressure shot here for Henderson. Treble 10, double 18. No problem at all this time for Henderson. A 14-dart leg.
Game on.
And yes, you sense he needed to take that out with Rasztovits poised there.
59.
There we have it, 15-14, and that second leg, Henderson had 2 darts at a double for 14 and 15 darts, so that had gone in. A real tidy start to the game, but 2-1 up. He knows he's only got to hold his throw and he can't lose, but if he keeps this scoring power up, this consistency, just under the 100 average at the moment. There we have it, and that's a good first 9 average. Anything over 110, very reasonable.
43.
I know they had a good entry here last night from the host nation qualifiers, so it's good to see that wherever we go there are plenty of people, particularly around Europe, who are looking to get involved and get a piece of the action.
100.
Well, we knew it'd take a little time to get it really flowing, but it's getting there. We've seen an increase, literally tournament on tournament now. The amount of money at stake on offer, you know, up there, over £7 million in prize money now.
140.
And again, Henderson's on a 2-darter after 12 darts.
Double top, yes, no messing.
John Henderson. Fifth leg is John.
And the Highlander is looking good here. A 3-1 lead now. That was against the throw, so throwing first in this 5th leg.
Well, he's probably played the best I've seen today. So far, that is. And we know that people come off the top of the form, but at the moment, it doesn't look as if he is. And to be fair to Rasztovits, he isn't being frightened, is he? You know, he's still plugging away.
Yes, he's been pretty much chasing him all the way through the legs, but Henderson's been taking out the double when it's mattered before Michael can get a chance.
Well, that 9-140s, I mean, the first 9-dart average is great, and those 9-140s is what's caused that high 9 average, and the overall average. We're only into the 5th leg, but he's already hit 9-140s and a 180.
44.
He's hardly hitting any tons. It's all the big ones.
$138. $137. Michael, you require 167.
So John will be back for double top
59.
to put clear daylight
John, you
between
require
himself
40.
and Michael. Double top.
He's
Yeah.
got on the 5th leg.
Well,
John
another
Henderson.
14-dart leg from the big
Michael's
Scot.
going first. Game on.
And this is really consistent, high scoring and finishing from Hendo. That really is it. And there we have it. 15-14, 15-14. And that second leg, he had the first 2 darts at the double. So that would have been impressive.
60.
Well, it is impressive. Like I said, when he gets this rock and motion in sync, dangerous, dangerous player.
60.
Coming up next to the promising young Englishman coming through on the scene, David Pallett and Michael Smith.
140.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if Big John can keep this consistency up and close it out.
134.
Everybody today has, you know, had good runs, but also had, you know, little blips in the game.
180.
First maximum for Michael Rasztovits.
$81. Michael, you require 121.
Oh, double 16.
89.
He'll be back for double 16 then.
$56. Michael, you require 32. Game shot on the 6th leg. Michael Rasztovits. Sounds like it's John to throw first. Game on.
And we've seen a few players this afternoon come back from positions where they were well behind in the game. But John Henderson is probably keen to stop that happening to him by kicking off with a ton 80 at the start of leg 7.
81.
Well, that's the 4th treble. It's a bit unlucky.
125.
And Henderson here is doing exactly the right thing. You know, Rasztovits wins his second leg, tries to stop the rot, but Henderson comes straight back with the throw. Good, strong leg.
140. $121. $125. John, you require 75. $35. Michael, you require 155.
So Henderson then will be back for double top to go to within 1 leg of victory.
100. John, you require 40.
And again, Rasztovits has done well to put a bit of pressure on this shot. Double 10. Double 5.
35.
Well,
Michael,
It just shows you, Mike, how easily a game that you've got total control of can turn around. Rasztovits takes this out. He's got the throw, which is exactly what he's done.
Michael Rasztovits.
And he could make it
Hey,
4-all,
Michael to throw
where
first.
John
Game
Henderson
on.
should have already won this game.
yeah, he should already be backstage and relaxing. But again, it looks like we're going to be treated to another close encounter in the first round of this Austrian Open.
140.
Well, John Henderson still superb average. Rasztovits is gradually moving his average up. A good performance from both players here. Probably one of the matches of the day.
60.
And Rasztovits is not going away. 60% on the doubles. And he certainly ain't going away.
140. Michael Rukar 121. 103. John, you require 161. 97. Michael, you require 18.
So the dreaded double 9 to take us all square. That's a good marker, and so is that. And he, yes, sneaks it in.
Michael Rasztovits.
And we now find ourselves at 4 apiece.
I think that was a good example, Mike, when them first two darts were on the wire. It kind of puts a brick wall up on the outside. So as long as you over pitch, that dart is going to go in the double 9. The worst thing you want to do is under pitch it. But he did the right thing. He over pitched it, hit the stems and the flights, and just guided down into the double 9. That just shows you how a match can turn. I mean, Henderson was absolutely flying and still got a great average, but he finds himself 4 legs apiece.
43.
Yes, just
That's
one leg over
Yeah.
15 darts. That second leg a 16 darter.
That's impressive stats.
Yeah.
It really is. You could have had Taylor playing Wade there, and that would have been not, well, possibly not better at all.
'83. 100.
I'll tell you what, this Rasztovits can play this game. Very, very impressed with him. He's had Henderson throwing everything bar the kitchen sink at him, and he's still coming back. Henderson's third maximum.
95. John, you require 55.
Yes, a good time to bang a maximum in. Double top for 5-4. And gets it.
The 9 flag. John Henderson. Sounds like it's Michael to throw first. Game on.
And Henderson
140.
stopping the rot somewhat. Having been 4-1 up here. Now just needs one more leg for the match.
100. 59. 180.
And there was another perfect example of when that rocking motion of John's is in sync. It just makes it look so easy.
132.
Great game of darts here from both players. Yeah, John probably rocks his head probably a foot from the back to the front when he lets go of the dart.
43.
And
Michael Europar, 170.
say when it's in sync, it's very impressive. So Rasztovits looking to set this up. He's thinking, I need a treble. Cover the treble 20 up, coming down for those 19s, maybe 25. No, he's going for the 17s. So an outside chance here. Henderson, we're thinking, right, I may get 6 darts. Let's make sure these first 3 count.
91.
Oh, and that deflection.
Michael Europar, 114.
Maybe only a dart at the bullseye instead of a dart at a double. That deflection.
$98. John Europar, 83.
Again, a good last dart to put pressure on this shot. Oh, he's missed the big number.
Yeah,
He was looking at 16 there, wasn't he?
yeah, do you know what? A lot of players would have just gone for the big 16. They wouldn't have messed around with that tight bit round the treble.
Double 4 to take us into a deciding leg.
12.
Well,
John Europar,
that could be it. It has been a great game. But Henderson now with 3 darts in hand at double top, while double 10, double 5. And he does it on the double 5
John Henderson.
for a 6-4 win. A great game, but it is John Henderson who sees off the Austrian and books his place in round 2 against Simon Whitlock. Coming up next, it's the bully boy, Michael Smith, up against David Pallet.